I'm doing okay. It just seems like it was just yesterday, you know. It's still very fresh in my mind.
Although it's been nearly a year, Linda Clatone says she remembers vividly the day she was shot in the face by Carrie Howe Dias. Her door frame still has a bullet hole from that day covered by a piece of tape. And Clatone says at times she can still hear the ringing in her ears, but says she's moving forward.
I spent the winter having fun with my friends, riding quads and going to all kinds of beautiful desert places.
She says one of the most difficult times for her was once she got out of the hospital.
When I came home and all of the services and everything was over and I didn't have anybody to turn to, that was the hardest part.
While recovering from her own traumatic experience, Clatone has also worked to deal with the loss of her dear friend, Teresa Lorraine Sigurdsson.
I miss her every day. You know, I think of her every day.
Sigurdsson was once married to Dias, who shot her to death last June in her front yard before turning the gun on himself later that morning.
It's kind of an empty feeling that's there, and it'll probably never go away.
Linda says one of the hardest things she has to do every day is drive to and from work right past Teresa's home where she was killed, but she says she's comforted by the things given to her by Teresa's family.
That little bird cage was something she really liked. I brought that home. Her daughter let me get a few mementos out of the yard.
Linda's yard is decorated with many of Teresa's things
That she gave me on my 50th birthday, and that was out of Mr. Simpson's yard. Isn't that lovely?
to the odds and ends she keeps next to where Teresa and her once buried a dog. She says they help her remember Teresa every single day. Clatone is also grateful to the community, especially the kids she drove on her school bus route.
They had a car wash for me, and they gave me a really nice picture with pictures of the car wash and all their signatures around it.
Clatone says despite the whole ordeal, she hasn't changed too much.
I can't really say. I don't think it did much. I mean, I'm still the person that I was, and I know that was just something that happened to me and it won't ever happen again.
In Welton, Mauricio Marin, KCY Fox 9 News.